Is it working?
Yeah.
Is
So
it?
what I do is I send them to a printer, I pick out which ones I want. So there's a process called, if you've ever heard of it, called laminate print.
Does it stop again?
What it is well, it's around us all everywhere we go, especially bus shelters, where you see backlit.
Oh, that's not the
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah.
It's a process called, it's not cheap, it's laminate print, but that's what they started to use in Star Trek. And then of course you've got the tech boys who would say they would isolate an area, say like that,
Yeah.
and then make a box, and then have a couple of these lights flashing.
Yeah.
Where they'd have, it's a lot of work, and they'd have a, so it meant it, but they'd have probably one flash in here, one flash in there, and a couple of each flash in there.
Yeah.
So it would make it, when you looked at it, you think, well, this is, yeah, it looks functional, but it's not like it's functional for part of the ship when they do these schematics. I mean, typical example of that is out here. This is actually a handmade one. See this? You've got this going on, you see?
Yeah, yeah.
You've got all this. And if you think of each one of these lights that flash, each one of these lights is in its own little box.
All right.
So you have to, because obviously...
Because the light would go through
yeah,
the walls, wouldn't
that's
it?
right, because you've got backlit. So basically what you need, this is a bank, this is a box here like that, there's a box.
Yeah.
And it's all sectioned off.
Of a grid then.
Yeah, and all the LEDs are about a good 80 millimetres back, whether the depth is this, so you can get this nice...
washed out. Isn't
Yeah, yeah, because you run them too close, as you know with LEDs, you get that kind of...
You see a circle, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you can see a circle. And because they never used to keep the camera on the old cars in Star Trek, but if you happen to manage to catch one of the L cars units, you could actually see the circle where they put the bulb in, yeah, sort of thing. But
so how have you done these? Are these just LEDs spread out?
this is actually cut out, as they used to do. Originally, when it started, when the next generation started, the art department used to actually make these, and they used to cut them with a scalpel. And these are like a mountain board, you buy from the art shop, you just a board about 2 millimetres, 3 millimetres thick. And they used to cut these little bits out. These are all being cut. This is one that I made myself, but this wasn't printed up. I actually made this, and actually cut out all these little squares with a scalpel. And they see, because with mountain board, as you know, the surface is black. Yeah. But as you cut through it, it's white.
White on the inside.
So all this you see, all this had to be blacked out. I had to put felt tip pen, so that when the light shone through, you won't see the black.
Well, it's nice because you can see the sort of depth on it as well.
That's right, yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, and then all this is letraset, which you don't bother with nowadays. I mean, you can still buy letraset, but and they stick all these letters on. I've actually put a reference to my website on here, and I think it says somewhere here.
Yeah, you have.
I think there's something on here,
24th century, yes.
Import command codes only. AJA CID 24, and I just actually put that in.
Yeah.
But I made that. That's just basically photo paper, which, as again, if you can backlit photo, if you've got a good quality photo paper, you can actually backlight that, and all this is photo paper. But it's not as good as this. As you can see, the clarity of this. This is laminate print.
Yeah.
So I sent this off to the printer, and with this, but they can only work with large AI files. Yeah. Because you obviously know you lose the quality. You try and blow up a JPEG.
It's a bit blurry, doesn't it?
AI vector, isn't it? So you can have it as big as you want.
Yeah, and they can alter. They had to alter the font as well, because the font. I mean, you can see here they've got a different font. So there's a different font. And I remember when I submitted this, he said, can you tell us what that font is there? Yeah. So I had to do some searching to find out what that font was. So I wanted to put the correct font in there. But you say, with the art department, the props department, they used to have, let's say, a couple of these flashing. They sort of isolate a little square and say, well, I'll have one flash in there, something flashing down there, and maybe this panel here flashing. So when you see, Brent Spiner in front of it, and you can see, and it looks, and then they'll have a monitor here, like that, where they'll have all this animated stuff, like how
going on.
Yes. And it looks, and you think, then it brings the whole thing alive. I mean, same thing again. You've got there, so you've got this animated stuff here. Basically,
close encounters.
Yeah. This is the same as that running light thing there. It's a thing called running light that you buy from Maplin. It's got about £5, and it's like a little thing that you put together. Solder it all together, little, resistors and what have you, and Because people say, well, where can you get these chasing lights? You can't get them. You buy the LEDs individually,
And you make it.
Yeah.
and you make it up yourself. Then you have to make the box, the
Yeah.
housing. But you can actually change the sequence of that. Right, a little key here that goes in here. So if I want to take it off, and then just say I have 2, like that. I've got actually 3 there, but it's just how hard you press it.
Yeah.
And then you take the other one off, and then you try and get it. You got to try and get it moving together. So it's more or less, you know, but
Yeah.
it's and I've got the same sequence. It's like the mini warp coil. You see, because the warp coil always blue in it, it makes a noise, but
It does.
because behind that you've got all the power to the flat. You see,
Yeah,
it's the same as here. You've got the power to the flat.
Have you ever thought about making like a central control panel where you turn everything on and off?
Yeah, it's a bit expensive though.
Oh,
That
it
really.
would be, wouldn't
You
it?
need wiring everywhere, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's a bit expensive, but it's yeah.
You don't
Actually
like
having the
wires.
real deal, you mean, in other words.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, we'll get you that, the voice activated lighting here. There's only one. Again, that's from American. You might recognise the voice on that as well if you're a Star
Yeah.
Trek fan.
Oh, I don't.
Computer. Lights at 100%. So you've got light in the middle there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lights at 100%.
You actually understand your accent a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
It does.
And you do it again. It'll do 25, 50, and 100%. Computer. Computer. Disengage lights.
There you go.
Lights disengaged.
Now we run a diagnostic to find out if the lighting's adequate in here, but it'll probably tell you that it's not. Computer. Computer. Run diagnostic.
Running diagnostic.
Who's that voice there?
I don't know, I've heard it, but I'm not sure.
Featured on all the computer voices.
Lights
Computer.
disengaged.
That's all the same.
Lighting
He's got to think about it now.
Warning.
I'll let you think of it.
Lighting is below safe levels. Positronic matrix running at 100%.
Is that for real? Was it actually detecting the light? Was it just
No, it's real. If there was a lot of light here, it would say light is at safe